everybody, it's Zoe. I'm on my actual laptop. Actually, the last video I made was on an actual laptop, but I'm on my regular laptop that I've usually been using. But I got another one, and it's a little one, and that's the one I used for my last video. The reason I got that one was because this one that I've had since 2013 was in the shop getting fixed, because it was like not turning on at all, so I needed the guys to figure out what the hell was wrong, which it turned out it wasn't even charging, and they had to replace some parts. So anyway, I freaked out, and I was still having to finish some papers for school. It wasn't yet the end of the semester, and so I just got a new laptop. I ended up getting a new laptop. So that's the one I just made my first video on the other day, and by the way, I got a dislike on that video of French words. I'm a pretty passive person, it seems like. But on the inside, hell no. I want to, blast a bitch. Seriously. By the way, I got really pissed when I saw that freaking dislike. I was like, bitch, you're not helping anyone. Give a helpful comment. Give some constructive criticism, but don't just dislike my video. How fucking dare you? But anyway, I just needed to come on here and vent, so much, or just talk. So I may or may not post this, but yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, it's around 2 a.m. right now, and everybody else is sleeping in the house, which is a rare occurrence because sometimes members of my family stay up really late. But right now everybody seems to be sleeping or just in their own room. So right now I'm in the garage and I'm in a talking mood. But I went to work earlier, so that always gets my mind off my, aggressive thoughts, I suppose, or angry thoughts, because lately I've been kind of angry. July has honestly sucked. I hope August is way better. My birthday's coming up, August 13th. I'm a Leo, yes. But I feel like I'm always trying to people please people. But honestly, I want to say my real opinion sometimes, but in a way, I'm really glad I haven't in past situations, because in some of them, anyway, sometimes I do say my opinion, and I'm just like, okay, because I feel like it's honestly better to be honest in a general sense in most situations. But I am pretty glad actually that I haven't been really honest in some situations, because sometimes the better thing, is just to be quiet about it and just let it be. Let the person just be a stupid individual. I don't want to say stupid because that's, I guess, what do you call it? Ableist. An ableist term, and it's also, offensive to people. But, and I know what it's like personally to have words that are offensive to me. For instance, the Lord's name in vain is very, very, very offensive to me. And I hate when people say it just loosely. I honestly defriended someone, just not on Facebook or something like that, but in real life, because they said it all the time, and I just couldn't be around them anymore. It was so disturbing. But you know what? I think it's really healthy sometimes for people to just let people go. So I've been thinking a lot about things like that lately, and honestly, I don't know, tomorrow I have a day off, which is unusual because usually I work on Tuesdays. But hopefully if I wake up at a pretty good time in the morning, which right now it's 2 a.m., hopefully I wake up in the morning still. because I want to get a lot done tomorrow. I want to try to clean my entire room, organize it, because being a Pisces moon, my room gets very, 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 very all strewn about. Everything, it gets crazy because I like it to be cozy, or, being a Pisces moon, my mind is all over the place. I'm always daydreaming and stuff like that, and sometimes I don't really get the, what do you call it? The initial start, like, I don't get the, what do you call it? It's kind of like how you would describe a ram, like an Aries, kind of like a go-getter kind of, just do it sort of attitude about cleaning my room, or just doing it at the moment. Like, don't throw something on the floor, just bring it down cellar, or to bring it in the like, for instance, I throw clothes on the floor at the end of the day because I don't feel like bringing it downstairs to the laundry room, or in a basket, or sometimes my basket gets so full of clothes, but but do you ever, like, see, on another note, this is on another note completely, actually, but do you ever see, like, a post on on someone you have a crush on or something, or somebody you've been talking to, and romantically anyway, you see a post and it involves some other girl, or if whatever your orientation is, like some other guy, whatever, and you're like, who is this bitch? You're like, who is this? I thought we were something. I thought you and I were together. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I know that sounds like obsessive or something like that, but it's a natural feeling. Like, have you ever felt like that? Have you ever seen? Because you know what I just saw the other day? This guy that I'm kind of, talking to, and I've known him since high school. You think he'd, have some respect for me or some shit like that, but no. He posted a post, like, with some other bitch, and I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Basically. I mean, I was honestly shocked, for one, but, so yeah, I mean, but a lot of things have just been, in short, a lot of things lately have just been irritating me so much. And another big thing lately is that I've been suffering through narcissistic abuse. I know I've not been really that open about this, I guess, or I have told about it, but I haven't really labeled it as narcissistic abuse. Lately I've been kind of, researching, and kind of came across that it's probably narcissistic abuse. It's actually kind of hard to talk about, but it's really scary, I'm in recovery, and I don't know what to do sometimes. I'm just like, should I delete my arc? Should I, whatever. Basically, I don't know, I've seen a lot of videos about it, and one of my favorite channels is called Progress Through Process. Another one of my favorite channels is called From Surviving to Thriving. Two very great women who, my situation, I can relate to them and their channels, and they really help me a lot. In the future, I'll do more videos about this subject and talking about it more, because when you're going through this, you really want to expose the narc. You do, believe me. But it really talking about it just really helps to justify your experience, and it helps you to not feel like you're crazy, because one of the parts of narcissistic abuse is gaslighting, which is when you're a narcissist. It makes you feel like you're crazy, and you say how they're hurting you, and they kind of like, and you give examples, and they kind of say, that never happened, what are you talking about? Or you say something that you observed somewhere where you were together or something, and they basically say you're crazy. Or you say how you feel, and they basically say, pray about it, or, they basically just tell you in a nutshell that they don't care, and they don't want you to talk about it because they'd rather just, I don't know. It's really confusing. If anybody else is watching this and you're suffering through narcissistic abuse, honestly, I feel you. I feel you, and I've been there. I've been heartbroken in the past, but other people I've been broken by were not narcissists, but it's like this one relationship. This is my first narcissistic relationship, and it's really, hard to deal with. So, yeah. I'm glad I'm talking about this. Sometimes when I do ramblings like this, I don't really know what to title it, because it's basically just what's on my mind at the moment. And right now, basically I'm just venting. I wanted to talk to the camera and be like, I wanted to talk about it, talk through things. And back on the subject of, what I'm going to do tomorrow with my day off. Basically, try to clean my room, Let's see. I want to read because I love to read. One of my goals, But a lot of painful stuff comes with narcissistic abuse, because basically, you're devalued. You're devalued constantly, like in a cycle of devaluation. It always comes down to devaluation, and that trauma bonding is what it is. They want to bond you with them by creating pain mixed with basically mixed with happiness and high moments. And it's really sick and twisted and awful. And then you want to keep them in your life because they really, really pulled you in a love bombing phase, in the phase of infatuation, of idealization, of making you feel like they really take your relationship seriously and they love you. And if you're a romantic person, if you're a very traditionally romantic person especially, and you want a very deep love, and basically to love them in return, and they give you that, but just wash you with that love, fake love. But you feel like it's real, If you're one of those, really romantic people, it's a really awful relationship to be in. A narcissistic relationship. But I don't know, I don't want to talk about this too much right now because it's kind of sad. I do think about it kind of often lately because of the situation, and it's my first narcissistic relationship. It's really awful. I hope I never have one again. I hope I learn from this experience and never fall into this crap. I'm glad I'm learning about it because I am a romantic person and I do want the real thing eventually. I mean, right now I'm fine if I don't have a relationship, but I do fantasize about relationships a lot, dream about them. And I want to love somebody else. You know what I mean? I want to have genuine love. But what I'm saying is that right now I'm fine with being single because I'm very individual. I'm an individual. You know, I'm all for individuality and uniqueness. Um, so, you know, and also just generally, I really feel like this time in my life, being so young, I feel like this is the perfect time to get to know myself and, you know, also read a lot and stuff like that, and really focus on a career, and get to know what I really want. And in general, I feel like I do want the real thing. But I also just have to stay close to God too. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of music to help me get in a good mood. This morning I kind of woke up late, like 1 something probably, not in the morning quite, but and I felt kind of shitty right before I got out of bed, like when I was still in bed, just waking up. And then when I got out of bed, I felt a little better, a little more positive. But you know, when you don't get your message from your boyfriend or the boy you're talking to, whatever, I actually don't have a boyfriend right now, but for the longest time, you know, I felt like I was in a relationship with an art, like he was my boyfriend, but he was just like pushing me away, and I didn't understand why. And I realized it's because I never was his girlfriend. I never was his friend. I never will be his friend. I never will be his girlfriend. We will never have a real girlfriend. Or probably real friends either. Because, you know, narcissists have a harem of people that they go to for supply. That's how it works. But anyway, when you don't get your message from your boyfriend or whatever, you kind of get depressed. Or from the narc, you know, I want to get a message. I actually messaged him last night. And he messaged me one time, and when I answered, he didn't respond. I think, you know, they do the heat check, basically. They say hey, or they say something like that to all their supplies, and their sources of supply, their harem. And I get the message once a month, of course, yeah. And it's always usually it's just, it leads to sex, or it's a heat check, just to make sure I respond whenever he needs me. Whenever he needs me for some sort of basically some sort of emergency supply need that he has, you know, and he's manipulative too, which doesn't help, or which helps him, but it doesn't help anybody who, you know, it doesn't help anybody because it's using people, you know what I mean? Like, it's using people, and that's not right, that's not of God. And yet, Minarch uses faith to manipulate people. And that's wrong. That doesn't sit well with me. Because that's not what God's about either, so. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't expect messages from him. I shouldn't expect anything from him, except that he's a narc, and that's it. You know, that's his game. It's a game. His whole life is a game. But I don't even know if I'll put this up. I probably won't, because it's like, I don't know, maybe I will. I'll watch it over and see if I feel confident about posting it, but I want to make more creative videos too, and I tried with the French thing. Actually, I'm studying French, and I think it's helpful to make those types of videos. And I wanted some help, you know. But instead I gotta just like, thanks, you know. Yeah, that was awful. When I saw that dislike, I was like ripping mad. I wanted to kill a bitch. Honestly, I wanted to blast someone to the high moons. Like, that was fucking annoying to me. And I know I've seen like, I'm so nice and everything, which I am, you know, nice, but I get angry. Oh yeah. So, ugh. You know, it sucked when I saw that. This video is almost 20 minutes, but I don't care, honestly. I could not care less, so. But I might go in my room and read soon. But I was listening to music to help me, and I was listening to rain falling down last night. Not in real life, but on YouTube. It was 10 hours of rain falling down. And but I've been doing a lot of, creative stuff on Facebook, and I feel like even if you're suffering through a really hard time, a really hard relationship, it's really good to do that, to keep moving forward, to keep doing things you love, things that feel right for you. Because even if somebody's not responding to your love, or if somebody's not, I try not to push people either. You can't force people to love you, and especially if they're never going to love you. They're never going to love you the way you need. They're never going to love anyone in that way anyway. Either. You know what I mean? It's not a friend. Like, basically my narc says, oh, we're just friends, Or sometimes he would act like we're in a relationship. But sometimes he would say we're just friends. And I'm like, this is not a relationship. This is not a friendship. What this is narcissistic abuse. This is a narcissistic abuse relationship. That's what it is. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, I hear neighbors right now, and it's creeping me out. So, ugh. But I think they're just, doing their thing. It's creeping me out though. It's like, ugh. But they can't get in here, so nobody will try to hurt. But, yeah, I think people are pretty, cruel on the internet because they disliked my video. And sometimes I've gotten rude comments too, like, you're creepy as shit or something like that, and I'm like, how dare you? I made this video to have fun, or to learn something, or to share something, and or for a creative outlet, or for an anxiety outlet, or something like that. And people are just cruel because, how dare you dislike that video? That's what I feel like saying, and that's what I am saying, what I will say, because you know what? How dare you? Don't do that again. Because you know what you should have done was giving me some positive criticism. If you speak French, or if you, study it, correct me or something. I'm obviously learning. I just started learning again. Sure, I've dabbled in it, or, learned some words here and there. Who doesn't? Who doesn't know bonjour or something like that? Or merci, or who doesn't know those little things? But, I'm not saying that it's weird if you don't, but a lot of people know the little stuff, but clearly, I'm just learning. I'm just starting to really get into it. So, I'd really appreciate constructive, kind criticism without being rude. I don't sometimes I really hate the dislike option on Facebook. Because it's, I feel like it's not progressive, it's not productive, it doesn't really help anyone. It just makes people feel bad, honestly. Maybe some people think about it differently, but honestly, I don't like it. It's dislike option. So I dislike it, personally. But back to what I was talking about a minute ago, or a couple of minutes ago, I guess. On Facebook lately, even though I'm suffering on the inside with this narcissistic relationship, and, I've talked to a lot of guys and even dabbled in some other stuff, and by some other stuff I mean questioning if maybe I'm bisexual or something else, at this age, people are questioning things. So basically, I have morals and stuff and traditional beliefs. But I've been, exploring all this stuff because I want to get over the narc and I want to try to move forward, honestly, and learn more about life. But honestly, maybe what it takes is just deleting him because you're never going to get that closure. You're never going to get that closure because what you'll get is gaslighting. What you'll get is the silent treatment. What you'll get is another cycle. The same shit over and over again with an arm. That's what you're going to get. And so you can never get that closure. They're not normal. They don't, in terms of relationships, they can't have a normal communication. Because if you throw the negativity, if you put that mirror in their face, they don't like that. They like to create a picture of themselves for you. They love who they create for you. And they love creating you. So that they love absorbing, being a vampire and sucking all of you out of you and just like isolating you and for their use. And that's what they love. But if you put a mirror in their face and shine their negative energy that they put into you, into your life, towards them and show them that, it's like, they run away screaming. They can't stand looking at themselves for who they actually are, what they're actually doing to other people, or you, and how they're hurting others. They can't stand it. It's like that quote in the Neverending Story. I know I've quoted this before, that it's just such a strong, powerful quote. It's in the Neverending Story, and it says, the film from 1984, I believe it's the year is. But, it is something along the lines of, confronted with their true selves, most men run away screaming. And it's crazy, if people could not be in their body for one day and just see themselves, in everyday life, they probably run away screaming, how they react in their intimate relationships. They'd be like, what the hell who is this person? It's not me, They like to imagine themselves as this great person, But anyway, as I was saying, in the midst of all this horrible negativity, being sucked from the narc, myself being sucked from the narc, and being, so young, I was an easy target for this narc. He was older. He is older. He's about 5-6 years older than me, and he might see this because he probably won't watch through it. He wouldn't want to waste his time, probably. But not that this is a waste of time at all. But literally, like, that's what he would see it as. He's a waste of time, probably, because you can't have a real relationship. You can't have a real interest. It's like all fake. He needs certain things, like, for his supply. But sometimes you get covert narcs that cover it up. They cover it up with either a charm that they have, or, losing their faith, to manipulate people into thinking they're not doing what they're doing. But, I have proof. All those times he's hurt me, and then it's punctuated with moments of pleasure and stuff like that, or times where he supposedly remembers a little detail about me, or something like that. But, in the midst of all this, I think I've been doing a pretty okay job of being strong You know, I've been continuing going to work, continuing going to school, continuing spending time with my family, continuing spending time at church, and you know, trying to keep up with my hobbies, and you know, trying to take care of myself, and trying to keep posting on Facebook, and not just because what happens with me is when I get really depressed and feel depressed about a guy or something like that, I tend to want to say to myself, oh, I'm gonna delete my Facebook or delete my picture. I don't want anybody to see me. Because the narc gives you so little self-esteem. In situations like that, I just don't want to be seen, you know, I want to disappear. And I don't want to post, I want to get off Facebook for weeks and weeks. The truth is, why should they have that power over my life? Why should they have that power over your life? Why should they have the power over anyone's life? No. No, okay? Keep doing what you love, keep posting whatever you want, whatever you want to share with the world, be creative. Let that anger out, let that energy out. Keep doing what you love, cultivate interests, don't waste your time being sad over this person who's really, really, really not doing you any good. Really infusing a lot of negativity into your life and draining who you are from you, like a vampire. They're energy vampires. But I think I've been doing a pretty good job, and I'm proud of myself for continuing posting and continuing saying what I feel and questioning things. That's something my narc always would criticize me for. Questioning. He would say, because I think what he wanted me to do, obviously, what he wanted me to do was just go along with his plan and not question anything. The narc doesn't like you questioning. No, they don't. But, you know, he just basically would say to me, this is why you suffer. Because you doubt and you question. Which to me, that sounded ludicrous and ridiculous, because my mom personally always taught me to question and to think. And in school they always teach you to question and to think and to have your own mind. The narc doesn't want you to think on your own. They don't want you to have your own opinions. So I'm really proud of myself for thinking and having my own opinions. But, yeah. You are your own person, okay? And just, yeah, just do what you love. And, you know, consult God for the right thing to do. But don't let another man one of us sinners, you know, hurt you in that way and have that control over you. They should not have that control. They should not have that control. And in that way, depressing over them is a waste of time, you know. But at the same time, it's worthwhile to get those feelings out. But yeah, I'm really glad I talked about this. But yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna play some music right now. This is from a movie I really loved as a child. It's called A Night at the Roxbury, or is it just Night at the Roxbury? I'm not sure, but Roxbury is a club, dance club, and SNL guys Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell were in this film in 1998, and it's honestly one of my favorite films to watch. Like, I haven't seen it in years, but I used to rent it from Hollywood Videos, with you. Oh yeah. It's called This Is Your Night by Amber. Oh yeah. Being a Leo, this song, I just love it. It makes me feel fabulous. This is your night. I wanted to do a dance video to this. I don't know if it will be Zumba, but it will just be dance. I might not do all Zumba videos. Some of them might be just dancing. I'm ready to fall. Try to find you. This is your night, dancing free until the morning light. Together forever, 'cause this is your night, and everything's gonna be alright. Oh yeah, so in love with you. Oh yeah, it's too good to be true. Oh yeah, feeling so brand new. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, da 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 day da day da 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 day da day da 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 day da day da da day da da day da 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 day da day da da day da day da 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 day da day da da day. Till the morning light, together forever, 'cause this is your night, and everything's gonna be alright. Oh yeah, so in love with you. Oh yeah, it's too good to be true. Oh yeah, feeling so brand new. Oh yeah, yeah. Since I'm lost, dancing free until the morning light. Together forever, 'cause this is your night. This is another one I love. You'll probably recognize it. Baby, don't hurt me no more. This was also from that film. I used to rent this all the time. I know it seems, even then I knew it seemed like an adult film, not a kid's film, but I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with it. I love dance music. Anyway, I should get going, I guess, off of here. Anyway, but I just wanted to let you know that even if you're depressed, because every moment is a moment, a real moment for somebody in life, and that boy is that the truth. I mean, I go on Facebook, I tend to check on there all the time, and sometimes I see my narc, active 1 minute ago on Messenger, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking to? You know what I mean? It's not me. That's all I know. And it just sucks when you're in the love bombing phase. What feels like days ago or moments ago to you because you're so you're pulled in by the narc. But to them, it was nothing. Basically, you're just a supply source for when they want it. And if they're not talking to you, they're obviously, caught up with some other supply source. Or they're just distracted by some other goings on. But I'm going to try my best to not think about my narc so much. I'm going to try my best to get through it. Well, if I do think about them, what I'll do is just, vent it through writing or through art or something like that. Or through a video like this. Talk about it constructively and make it into something positive for others. And while working through my own situation as well. But, that's the end all of it. can't let them control your life. Because they shouldn't have that control. It's now 2:52 a.m. by the way. Oh my gosh. I should go read and go to bed so I can get some stuff done tomorrow. Don't hurt me. And here's another good one. Boys by Selena Salerno, an Italian artist. It's a good one. But at the same time, you know, it has some moral wrongs, I suppose, but, you know. She explains how she feels about it in interviews, or at least in the 80s, how she felt about it. Boys, boys, boys. It's a nice dance tune. But, but I'll see you later. I don't even know how long this is. 41 minutes, holy crap. I guess that it might be around that long. In my mind I was thinking, you know, maybe around half an hour, 40 minutes. But yeah. I'm glad I had a good talk. So yeah, see you later. Bye. Good night.